Oh, we'll start in just a minute. What's up, Trevor? All right, let's get this one going. Oh, it's too early. I'm not going to nod off. And last night, it was New Year's, so I got a good night's sleep. I fall asleep, I don't know, around 10:30. My wife beats me up to wake me back up at 10 seconds to midnight. Happy New Year, and then I go back to bed. That's also why I started early. So for autographs, pretty much no. Um, First case, Clive Revel, I think was the biggest name. Second case, we had a duel of Eckstein and Taylor. I guess the Tudyk in the third case, he was our biggest. Yeah, I would say that all the better names probably have 10 or less. So, you know, by the odds, I was hoping we would have hit one big name, but unless it's in this case, not looking like it. Is this your first one that you're checking in on, Trevor? There's a short print of Anakin. Because the other thing, in typical Topps fashion, you know, we were going through the math, at least I was, and based off of base and inserts and the reds, there are more one-of-ones than there were cases produced. Yet, the first two cases did not yield any plate or any red. And then the third case, we got one of each. Now, they weren't anything crazy. But, you know, that's the way it's been going. There's an orange. Stop sliding. There's our autograph. And you know what's bad when I stop bothering to cover up the autographs like I usually do for the surprise. There is no surprise. I agree. No medallions, no dog tags, no patches, no stamps. All right, short print of Anakin. Got an orange Yoda. And 28 of 99, green, Ian McElhenney. You know, the biggest positive of this set, at least for me, is that the packs are easy to open. I look at the little things. There's a parallel of an insert. And again, I'll say it, if you're going to make parallel to the inserts, why not make the greens? If I want to do, you know, full sets, If you're going to do orange and purple, do them all. Oh, there you go. Hey, if you're in case 3, there's the red of Zuckus. You could probably do that rainbow for about $5 in this. Here's our autograph. That's what I was really thinking at first. It was going to be like an encyclopedia, but then they said it was going to be more like Galactic Files, but even that, it's not like, they're not separated by, by the movie or TV show. They're just in weird brackets. They would never do it, but what Topps needs to do is just poll their collectors. What would you like to see? And I mean, you can weed out the idiots that are going to say, every box should be $20 and have a Harrison Ford autograph in it. But then at the same token, when somebody comes up with, good constructive criticism, Cad Bane orange, an orange insert, and 172 of 500 Blair Bess. Just going to do that one quick. Normally I would agree with anything, but I mean, they would have done this. They've been advertising this for months. This got, pushed back. Now, would you pay $300 a box for that? That's always going to be the issue, is that they have to put the filler in, otherwise the price will be through the roof. I think sketches would actually be easier in a higher end product, because if you offer a better ratio of APs. There's an orange, Django Fett. There's our autograph. There's a purple. All right, purple, Grand Inquisitor. Orange, Django Fett. Short print of C3PO. And 376 of 500, Chris Edgerly. Well, I guess the next thing will be is if they really can get Portman. Here's a sketch. That was one of the things I never could figure out, is with Topps in particular, where they couldn't get people to sign, or even Upper Deck. I mean, Upper Deck has gotten some people, yet you'd see Cryptozoic or Rittenhouse gets everybody. I mean, there was stories of for Cryptozoic that they would just go to conventions and buy autograph tickets and get them to sign cards just so they could have them. You look at those first movie sets from, like the Marvel movie sets from Rittenhouse, they had everybody sign. I mean, there's just, I don't know what the disconnect is. Adam, are you talking about Portman? I'm just trying to follow the four different people talking. You know, now I could I could understand, say, Clark. She's one I get because okay, she signed for the first two seasons of Game of Thrones, and then I think she got too big. So then she never signed again. Would she sign? I don't know, you know, what her deal is. But I think, you know, her movie career hasn't exactly, you know, taken off. And the couple of movies that she's done, I don't think have done very well. So, you know, maybe she'll be a little more, she might be a little more receptive to signing in the future. I think somebody like Portman, I know, you know, it's to do with her books. She, you know, she's a pretty big actress, so if she doesn't want to sign, you know, I don't think anything would get her to. But some of these people, you know, like Samuel L. Jackson, for instance, you know, I'm sure he's not doing it for the money. I wouldn't be surprised if whatever they're paying him is getting donated. I had heard that's what happens with his Capital One commercials. That that's done for with donations, or the money is donated to some charity or something. All right, orange. One of the knights are Ren. 213 of 500. Ian Ruskin. And Rich Molinelli. Yeah, Wen in particular, I think they didn't even ask her because especially like these sets, I mean, you know just from looking at the images, they're too old. You know when they were designed. So she was in one episode. Because we all talked about this before for Mandalorian season 1. They didn't get any of the guest stars. Here's a short print. I mean that there was a million people in that show in season 1. that they could have done, they could have gotten. And I find it, I mean, just from listening to him in interviews and his stand-up and what he does, there is no way that Brian Posehn wouldn't have signed cards. Now, could it be possible for something like that with Clark, that if you would come to her with 50 Game of Thrones cards, that she would refuse to sign them? I mean, I really don't know. Like I said, the story I had heard with Cryptozoic, where George went to a convention and got somebody to sign. Printing plate. Nope. That's why you have to network. Was it Amel for Arrow? Autograph, orange, green, and foil. I mean, nobody crazy, but and I'm right there with you, George. And maybe that's just it. We think too simplistically because we're just collectors. We're not in the business and know whatever the rules are. But if I was making a card set, and I knew that there was a convention on the West Coast, I mean, for damn sure I'm gonna get somebody that I know on the West Coast to get the autographs, and I don't know, you let them keep one. I don't know what you pay somebody, to do the legwork for you. And if somebody was doing a convention in New York at WizardCon or something, I would be driving up there. Ah, that would be crazy. I mean, a Clark anybody duel and a Game of Thrones release. I mean, the abomination that Complete was. You're telling me that if they had Clark, they wouldn't have put her in there? All right, so we got ourselves an orange Darth Maul. Short print of Princess Leia. And a green, 38 of 99 of Ian Ruskin. Yeah, but George, you go there with your custom card and they love it. You go there with 20 of them, asking them to sign all 20. Are they still going to love it, or are they going to say, oh boy, I don't know what's going on here, and kick you out? I guess it'd be more like Leaf, you know, or Americana. Sketch, green foil. That was always the thing I personally thought of, you know. We open and we go through so many different products. I know what I would like in a set. And I'm sure you guys all know what you want in a set. There's an orange. If we could, you know, put our own set together. Sort of, I really wish that, like, Viceroy had, you know, I don't know what happened to that guy. I mean, he just disappeared. Yeah, he was talking about, you know, trying to pick up an actual license. There's another orange. I think I could put together a set of something that would be well liked. But sure don't have I don't even know how much money it would cost to acquire a license and print all those cards. There's our autograph. Oh yeah, it was a sketch we got. I was gonna say I thought we got 2 autographs at first. Well, I would think somebody like Topps, they'd probably get some kind of exclusivity, you know. We need to make our own what do you call it? Bootleg set. Orange Ray. Orange Lando. That's a Billy D. Lando. This cannot be a finished. Kayla Croft. A real thin pencil sketch of BB-8. How you doing, Sandy Frank? And our autograph, it is a purple. What we got here? 1 of 10. Eckstein Taylor duel. Alright, so that's decent. The short prints are going to be 1 spot. Yeah, the dual. I don't think it wasn't purple. I think it was blue in the other one. Well, Trevor, it's like that now, where Upper Deck has exclusive rights to certain players. Now, I think it's their likeness can still be in because of uh, the agreement with the Players Association, but their autograph can't be. I believe Ben Simmons is the first one that comes to mind. Right. So, what is it? Panini, they have, or I'm sorry, I haven't. They have an agreement with the Players Association, but not the league. Right. So they're allowed to have the player likeness, but they can't have any logos. I believe that's how Panini goes with baseball. Or Upper Deck was doing the collegiate. There's our autograph. There's a parallel of an insert. There's an orange of General Grievous. Case 3 had the best mix of everything, but the problem that we're having in general, and unfortunately, it seems like everybody else is having the same problem, is that there's just nothing big. Whoever, the big names that are on that checklist, they're super, super short printed. But Case 3 had a printing plate. Case 3 had a red base parallel. Case 3 had 6 short prints. All right, orange General Grievous. Orange insert. And base autograph. 174/500, Ian Ruskin. But I mean, we're getting pretty much the same autographs in every case. Yeah, was WandaVision January or February? Yes, there are autographed printing plates in this. Oh, there's our autograph. Hey, how about we all make a set of cards this year? I hope you're being sarcastic with that one, Russell. There's a parallel insert. You know, I saw the movie. I saw part of one episode on TV, but like I said, I don't get to watch a ton. Now, how about it's a guaranteed Ian autograph in every pack. So, and it's got audio. Yeah, and every time you hit it, you're like, ugh. All right, orange insert. Orange Beaumont Kin. Orange Chewbacca. And 3 of 50, Matt Doran, blue. You know, and this is something I'm being 100% serious when I say this now. I would love to know what the actual cost is to make a set. I mean, you're hiring a company that actually does the printing. So, there you don't have to worry about that cost. You have to design it. You have to, get whatever you're getting, whether it's sketches or autographs or, relics, whatever. But the one that always got me was South Park. That I can't understand how there wasn't a South Park set. There's an orange. But if you do a set, so all these little sets that you guys, I mean, I've never bought into one because I'm not much for the different uh, products that come out, but uh, the public domain kind of sets, which are mostly sketch driven, like Perna, Axbone, those guys. But if you're able to start with those kind of sets, you do one or two of those to get them under your belt. So you're doing public domain, a set that's enough to, you just want to break even. You don't want to make money on them. Didn't they do the 1990 design in one of the retro sets? Or you mean a set of just that? But just to kind of get your feet wet and understand the process, and then you got to find yourself some sort of an independent license. That is exactly what I was thinking. Pieces of construction paper is, kind of like how crypto does their fake relics. I would think that'd be funny. Here's a green, but it is damaged a little bit. I mean, you'd have you could have a good insert set of the many deaths of Kenny. Autograph wise, 99% of the voices are just the two of them. Now, Witcher is one I would think would be the market would be too small, just because some of these shows that are on the different streaming services. That's why I was always shocked that Orphan Black didn't do very well. I mean, I thought that was huge, and it turns out it wasn't that big. There's another orange. Did hold on. I did this in the very first case. I missed the autograph. Hello, autograph. Oh, are you kidding me? Let's do this again. All right, it's not like I took it out and didn't realize it. Just make sure they're not stuck together somewhere. Nothing's jumping out there. Why does it always have to be me? You know, I still haven't heard from them from the Masterworks. I just, missing hit. I just figured with the holiday, I was giving them until after New Year's. Nothing there. There better be 2 autographs in the next box. So friggin', so sick and tired of this. And it's always tops. All right. Case 4. Box 9. And we're at the 50-minute mark. Well, we had an orange of Embo and an orange of Sebulba. I agree with that. The only thing I will say is that I definitely saw somebody post that they opened a case and had like a box with a missing hit, but then the next box would have an extra hit in it. All right, getting ourselves back on track here. So, Adam, the Orphan Black, are you saying you haven't watched the show, or did you mean to say you haven't opened it yet? You know, the thing that pisses me off the most when it comes to almost every one of these companies, Tops in particular. Actually, no, Upper Deck is the worst on this part of it. But you know, I'm not saying I want them to give me, you know, some Harrison Ford autograph printing plate every time I'm missing a hit. But when I have a missing hit and it's for a group break, and I send my letter, you know, I email them, I say, you know, I was missing a hit, and I fill out the form, I email them the form, I take a picture of the codes off the box in the case, I don't mail it in, and then I link them the video, and I tell them exactly where to watch the video so they can see it. And I again emphasize that this was a group break, and you know, blah blah blah. And I would hope I'd at least get that amount of preferential treatment where they can, you know, watch 2 minutes of a video and just take my word for it and give me and just mail out my missing hits. And yes, to get cases that cheap, I don't think we're going to see that until, at best, Black Friday of 2021. There's our crappy autograph. Upper Deck used to be good with missing hits and, you know, giving you fair replacements. Tops on the whole gives, you know, didn't really give us much. I mean, they give you what you're missing, and then, you know, a pack of cards as an I'm sorry. There's a short print. Well, I thought Orphan Black was a great show. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a fun break. Just mailing out those base sets is a real pain in the butt because they're so heavy. There's an orange Yoda. I remember when we did our first break of that, I thought they sent me the wrong thing because it was just one case and it weighed like 40 pounds. Kylo Ren on the short print. And 146 of 404. Jesse Jensen. If I did a break of Turtles, I don't know if I would include the base sets just because I just don't want to mail them. When we did the last break of Turtles on Blowout, I started buying the back, the lower spots just so I didn't have to mail them out. Yeah, when we had our one missing, we had missing hits from something, and they sent us the first Thor set, Hemsworth autograph, I think. There you go. There's another one of these packed packs. 3 greens and a foil. And I vaguely remember getting some good sketches. We were short something in a Marvel Premiere break too. Here's a sketch. I don't know who that is of. Oh, QTKT? think that was something I always had when it was, you know, if there's a missing hit or a damaged card in a product, you should get the replacement. Huh. Just one parallel in this pack. Just, yep, just the one. I really do feel like they should give you a little something else. Again, not saying it should be some monster card, but you know, a little, oops, I'm sorry, we screwed up. Autograph. I will say though that the last replacement or two from Upper Deck, whoever fulfills their replacements, it must be a different person because now you get the bare minimum. Now the absolute worst I ever had was Panini. One of the World Cup sets, you know, I did a break on, and there was a damaged autograph card, and it had to have been at least 6 months, and I mean, I was on them every day, and they would just ignore me over and over and over again. I must have called 6 different numbers and talked to different people. Oh, look at that. I didn't even see you post that. And I mean, it was even the person who I was doing it for. I was I mean, we were down to he didn't even want an autograph. He's like, I'll just take an insert, you know, of like one of the players he likes. I mean, all they had to do was print out, you know, one of the whatever unnumbered inserts and give it to him. Orange C3PO. And his favorite player wasn't like Messi, you know, he wasn't doing one of those things. 6 of 25, orange, Ray Park. And that's pretty cool, the background on this one. And we got another Ashley Marsh. I wasn't familiar. Come on, focus, you son of a gun. Of course, it's not going to focus for. Oh, there it goes. That is sketch number 3, and I'll be honest with you, the other 2 are nothing to write home about. Last box. Yeah. You know what though? I would not step on Adam's toes. Excuse me, Adam. I would not step on Robert's toes. There's another one of these ones where there's 100 base cards in it. Now, do you buy into any of the those sketch products that we were talking about earlier? Yeah, I don't know. Because I always thought it was funny because he still posts about, when we just paid for the break, that you, only put your name, don't put anything else. And I thought that was an old thing that PayPal doesn't really care about anymore. There's our last crappy autograph. Well, I always wondered, if you did a small set, would anybody, what are the odds, if you actually infringed on a license, that they would actually catch it? Like, I never, just to follow the, like the break that we do on Blowout, that Robert runs, because they're all personal sketch cards. They're just allowed to draw whatever they want, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. So if you made your own sketch cards, short print, but they all happen to be, I don't know, Dragon Ball, how's that any different if you put them inside a wrapper and sold them? Versus you just selling them individually on eBay. All right, orange, Nick Nolte, short print of R2-D2. And base 153 of 298, Phil Eason. All right, that is it for this break. We were shorted a hit. I will fill out the ticket. I'm not sure, what to do yet, since the way this product works, when we were short the one-hit masterwork, it wasn't that as big of a deal. All right, so we had Blair Bess, Chris Edgerly, Ian Ruskin. Oh, we got two base Ian Ruskins. That figures. Jesse Jensen, Phil Eason. All right, then we had green Ian McElhinney, green Ian Ruskin, blue Matt Doran, orange Ray Park, and a purple 1 of 10 Ashley Eckstein, James Arnold Taylor duel. Three sketches: Rich Molinelli, Kayla Croft, and then the Ashley Marsh. That one right there. And I believe there was 5 short prints in here. 2, 3, 4, 5 short prints. A ton of greens, a bunch of foils, some orange, and 1 purple. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go join Blowout so you can be in these breaks. Join the Facebook group. There's a link to it in the YouTube front page on my channel. And we do breaks on there as well. And that is about it. So, like I said, I'll submit the missing ticket for this case. I'm not sure if I'd want to hold up the break for this. You know, we're going to have to kind of play it by ear for the first few days. I'm going to, like I said, I'll submit the ticket over the weekend, and then I'm going to bug them right away because they never responded to my ticket from Masterworks, and, you know, see if I can get them to push this one through quicker, but don't really seem to have much luck. So that's about it. Let's see. Garbage Pail Kid Sapphire. There might be a couple of spots left. Not many if there are. If you want to join in on that break. Star Wars Signature. I added a 5th case, but I don't think it's going to fill. I will tell you that I happen to notice they took the cases down. So that usually means they're going to raise the price. So if you were looking to get a case, you're going to have to probably wait another month because they'll put them back up right before release. Star Trek Discovery. I don't know how many spots are left in that. I think it's a little bit more than halfway full, and I believe that's it. Might put in for another break of POTUS. The price went down a lot, so either I'll reduce the number of spots to give a snake at the end, or it'll just be cheaper by, I'm going to say, I think it went down like $800. So it'll, that's about $50 a spot. So we'll see. Happy New Year, everybody. Stay safe, and we'll see you guys on